Before we get started, just a quick reminder to make sure you hit the subscribe button and also the like button to notify YouTube that you enjoy these videos. Take care. So the first thing I want to talk about is about understanding our energy thoughts. The thoughts that we think are so powerful. They're so powerful that they create chemical reactions, which is what we call emotions. Because emotions is short for energy in motion. What they say is that when we are thinking about something, we create so much energy that it charges with enough power to light a 15 to 25 watt amp. So your thoughts and my thoughts, they are energy. They are forces. It's powerful. And the brain, interestingly, the brain takes up 2% of our body weight, but consumes 20% of our energy. So just think about that. Our brains are so powerful. It's such a strong resource that it takes up 20% of our whole body's energy. And as a result of that, what happens is our brain has to work in an efficient way to ensure that we don't dispel all of our energy. And one of the ways that it does that is that it makes important behaviors cost less energy. And so what happens is, as a result of something that we repeatedly think, it determines that to be important. And so it has less energy because it doesn't need to think about that as much, because it stores it in our subconscious mind, which is active 95% of the time. And so all of this is going on. There is so much thoughts that we have and that we experience on a day-to-day basis, between 60 to 70,000 of them. And so the brain could not handle having to think about every single one of those thoughts. So the majority of those, if we do it often enough, it then stores that and it doesn't need to think about it. You don't need to think to breathe. Okay, so there's many aspects of what we do that we just do it. It's innate. We don't even think about it. And that's because it takes less energy in our brains. So the power of our decisions. It's really important that we all understand that where you are today in your life is a reflection of the decisions you did or didn't make. Because even when you choose to not make a decision, it's still a decision. So a single decision is easy to dismiss. And what happens a lot of the time is when we make one choice, whether it's a good choice or an unhealthy choice, when we make that one decision, if it's a small thing, we can't really notice the impact of it. So if you smoke a cigarette once, you won't really notice the effect of it. If you miss training once, not really going to notice the difference of it. But over time, the outcome of small habits can be detrimental, whether for the positive or for the negative. And so it's really important that we are aware that your habits are key to your success or failure in any area of your life. And often it's the small, tiny, bad habits that we have that really can come back to bite us. So if we think about it, and we look at those points that I've got on there, whether it's obesity, cancer, addiction, prison and stuff, all of these can be the result of a small decision to eat badly or unhealthy every day. A small decision to smoke 5 or 10 cigarettes a day can produce cancer. And so it's really important that we understand it's the small things you do, not the big things, the one-offs. It's the small things that you do consistently, day by day, hour by hour, that can have a real effect on the outcomes that we have. If you choose to get up 20 minutes earlier every day and have that bit of time to get yourself in the right mind, you will notice your productivity will be better. And over a year, there can be a significant increase. And so the effects of small habits compound over time. And research has shown that is if you just get 1% better each day, that you'll end up with results that are nearly 37 times better after 1 year. So just think about that, whether that's in your marketing, whether that's in your decision making, whether that's in your leadership, whether that's in your branding, whatever you're doing. And if you just get 1% better each day, focusing on one small thing and how you can refine that, over a year, you'll be 37 times better because of that small habit. And so a slight change in daily habits can change your life significantly. And so even if you recognize as we're going through this session that there is a habit, there's something you want to change, there's something you want to get rid of, that as you make that small change, you can have significant effects in a year's time. It won't change in a day, it won't change in a week, but over a significant amount of time, that small habit will have compound effects.